and welcome. Welcome to the Real King of Spades Vlogs podcast. I am your boy, the Real King of Spades. So, sit down and relax because I'm going to tell you how me and my wife met, how we got together, and how we got married. So, sit down and relax. So, you all know, I am a YouTuber myself. I do my own filming. I do edit some videos myself. So the fact that everyone has their own camera persons, to film and all that. Me, I do it myself. Just the way how I'll do it. So yeah, sit down and relax. And if you hear dogs barking, it's the neighbors downstairs. The neighbor's dog barking, so ignore that. But I'm gonna tell you how me and my wife met and how we got together. So me and my wife, we were just friends. So my mom introduced me to this girl. Okay? My mom introduced me to this girl. So my real name is Ralph, as you know. Okay? My wife's name is Holly. But our YouTuber's name is... My YouTuber name is The Real King of Spades Vlogs. And hers is Queen of Spades Vlogs. But... So... When my mom introduced me to this girl, she had a boyfriend at that time. Okay? She had a boyfriend at that time. So, we became friends. I was dating someone at that time, too. Actually, I was married to someone for a long time. We actually got married up in Reno. So my mom introduced me... Okay, first... Before we get to the details about my mom introduced me to this girl, well, okay, so I think I was living with my aunt and uncle at my grandma's house, okay? So my mom, which she passed away of cancer. So yeah. My mom passed away of cancer. But, she's looking down on me, I still miss my mom here and there. But, I'm good. So, okay, so my mom introduced me to this girl. I was living with my aunt and uncle at my grandma's house first. So my mom introduced me to this girl. Her name was Susan, but we call her Susie. Okay? So my mom introduced me to her, and I think we got together in no time. She didn't want to wait any more longer, so we became boyfriend and girlfriend in no time. So yeah, my mom introduced me to her. Sometime I usually spend a night at my mom's house. Cause my mom had her own apartment and all that. And her friend used to come and visit her. So my mom introduced me to her. Okay? But wait. Okay? So when I get to the more details, you guys gonna be surprised, okay? Okay, so like I said, my mom introduced me to her friend named Susan. She didn't want to be friends. She wanted to be more than that. But she was way older than me. She was like 29, and I think I was like 25. But she was way older than me. I was like 25. I was still young. And then we got together. I started living with her and all that. Um, then we got married up in Reno. She didn't want to wait for that long. She wanted to get married with me right away. So we got married up in Reno. It was me, her, me, Susan, my mom, and my stepdad, Peter. We all got married up in Reno. So I think just this happened in March. I think either I think 2013. No. I think 20 whatever was it, back. Yeah, so yeah, we got married up in Reno. But and then after that we moved back to my grandma's house. I guess my wife Susan was some lady, some crazy lady that was like calling her, you know, cuz she said that this lady is possessed, with like ghosts and everything, but she was living upstairs and, possessed with ghosts and everything. But and then she says she wanted to move, so but actually I moved in with her and we stayed for a long time. And then we moved to my grandma's house. All of us, we moved to my grandma's house. I can't remember when we moved in to my grandma's house, but it was a long time ago. But yeah, we moved into my grandma's house, and we stayed there for a long time. And I don't know. I just can't remember, but it was a long time ago. And then I think my stepdad was telling me, my mom and him wanted to move back to the Bay Area or move somewhere else. But they also told me, like, the train is leaving. If you want to go with us, you could. If you want to stay with, with my aunt and uncle, I could. But, so I'm not going to blast my aunt and uncle on social media because I'm not like that. But, I used to work with my aunt and uncle at his body shop. So every time I work, I don't know if they were using my money for, car parts or something. So, me myself, I get SSI, because I have learning disabilities. But so I don't know what my aunt and uncle was using my money for, but they were using it for car parts. Okay, so they're using it for car parts, and they were only paying me $40 every time. Every time I used to work with my uncle, I used to get paid $40. And I know what you guys gonna think. $40. What are you gonna do with $40? You can't live off that for $40, right? So, so when I came late, when I came late to work, because I'm usually not late for working, with my uncle, because I used to work with my uncle at his body shop, and I'm usually not late for work. But there was one time that I came late, and then my uncle always tells me, if you came late, you have to work late, right? I think that's what most people do, right? When they come late, they work late. But I think I did that like 3 times. I came late like well, there was usually I come on time. I come usually on time, but I came late. My uncle started cussing at me and everything. So, you know, I was that close to quitting his shop. I was that close to quitting his shop. That close. But, I just hung in there for a while, and then my mom, well, my stepdad, Peter, told me the train was leaving. And he said, if I want to hop on the train, come with them or stay with my aunt and uncle. So I choose my stepdad and my mom. I went with them. You know, I told my aunt that I wanted the money, to give me all the money, you know, that they took from me, for car parts. I don't know if they was using it for. I don't know if they were using it for car parts or not, but yeah. So okay, so me and my wife, Susan, we were living at her apartment for I think for a long time, and then we moved back to my grandma's house. But get this. So my aunt and uncle had me and my wife live with them at their body shop, which we was not supposed to, but they had us living there at the body shop. Okay? So, at that time, because, the house was going to get fixed and all that, the house was going to get fixed, my grandma's house was going to get fixed and all that. So, I believe my aunt got me and my wife, Susan, a house. But it was to rent. But my aunt was paying it for us, though. But we had to keep the grass good, green. We had to water the grass good. Make sure everything is good. So yeah, we had to keep the place clean and all that. But yeah, I had, well, as you know, my aunt and my uncle teach me how to drive. I know how to drive, but I will. I do know how to drive, but I just had to read the driver's book and all that. Some people say it's easy, some people say it's hard, but we're not gonna get to that. Okay, so yeah. Then after my stepdad got a nice apartment, Glendora apartment here in Stockton. We were living there for a long time. And then my mom introduced me to this girl. This girl was like beautiful, but we became friends because she was dating someone at that time. Okay? She was dating someone at that time. She had a boyfriend, and I was still married to my wife, Susan. I was still married to her. But and then, me and my wife, not so good, as you could say, not so good. Yeah, not so good. We were always fighting and all that. And my stepdad and my mom was gonna get their own place, but still live here in this apartment. But you know, my mom and my wife used to, you know, always fight, you know. So yeah, that didn't turn out good. And then me and my wife always fight. And then I guess there was one time that I went to school not feeling good, sick and all that. Yeah. Yeah, so I went to school sick. I was going to Delta College, and I went to Delta College sick, not feeling good. I almost passed out. That's something you cannot mess around with. Like when you're sick and all that, and you feel like passing out. You do not want to mess with that. So if you're sick and not feeling good, stay home, recover from that. But yeah, let me see here. I yeah. So my wife went to get me, but I think I told her I was feeling fine a little bit, but yeah, I wasn't feeling fine. I almost blacked out. So I know. So but which my wife didn't. My wife didn't care about me at all. I know she cooked for me, but she didn't care for me. But like I said, my mom introduced me to this girl, but she was dating someone at that time. She had a boyfriend named Zach, Zach. Yeah, she had a boyfriend named Zach. Um, yeah, she had a boyfriend named Zach. And we were just friends. So my mom introduced me. She said, Ralph, this is Holly. Holly, this is Ralph. So we became friends because she had a boyfriend at that time. So we became friends. And okay, so the fact that I had money myself. So I'm gonna tell you this. Well, okay, so all right, so me and this girl that we became friends. I think she was gonna meet her boyfriend at the mall, but you know, I was always there for her. Like a friend. You know, so I treat her out to eat as a friend because she had a boyfriend at that time. So so yeah, I'm not gonna expose her, and I'm not gonna go way too far and expose her for that. But so okay, so like I said, my mom introduced me to this girl. Her name was Holly. Okay. Some people spells it out Holly, but it's Holli. So different. Okay. So my mom introduced me to her. We became friends. Like I said, she had a boyfriend named Zach, and I think we were friends. We were friends. Um, and then I guess she was gonna meet her boyfriend at the mall, but which her boyfriend didn't get her anything to eat, so I had to treat her to eat. You know, But I don't think her boyfriend didn't like that. But I said, what the heck. So yeah, she was dating him. She was they were dating for a long time. Um, so yeah, um, me and Holly, we were friends for a long time, and I guess her and her, her and her boyfriend used, well, I'm not gonna say fight, but sometimes they get along, sometimes they don't. You know how couple is, like when they fight, But yeah, but and I think she told me that he broke up with her or she broke up with him. But yeah, and then I guess she met another guy. Um, he's a wrestling fan. Um, she met this guy named Patrick, which he's a wrestling fan. And I think she told me that he was always attached to her. Not wanting to let her go, always attached to her. Like, who does that? Come on. Who does that? Who does that? So yeah, we were friends for a long time. Me and Holly, we were friends for a long time. Because, I was still married to my wife, Susan. But and then me and Susan, we used to fight, argue. So I was telling my stepdad, it's not working out, you know, with us. So my wife Susan moved out. So I got a divorce with my wife Susan. Um, my stepdad helped me sign papers and all that. Um, we couldn't find where she lives at to give her the papers, so my stepdad, just ripped it up. And then I guess me and Holly were friends for a long time. But there was one time I did something stupid, okay? I did something stupid, okay? So me and Holly we were just friends. Um I think I think I think we went to the store or something. Okay? And I think I gave her some earrings, and she told my wife, that I gave her some earrings, and then I got in trouble. Yeah, I got in trouble. Some of what my ex-wife scolded me, saying, "Why'd you do all that? Why'd you do this? Why'd you give her some earrings? You know, you know, I didn't know. I was still married, but I was still young. I was still young, and yeah, think at that, I was still young. You know, when I married my first wife, I was still young. She was way older than me, but I was like 25. And yeah. So like I said, my friend, I think her and her boyfriend broke up. Um, and then she dated another guy named Patrick, which she told me that he was attached to her every time. Like, who does that? Attached to everyone. Like, you being attached to your girlfriend, you can't let them go. You think that they're gonna leave. Like, who does that? Come on. So, okay, so, I think they were dating. So yeah, but and then I guess she told me that um, I think her and Patrick were just taking a break. But I think her and no, no, no. I think she told me her and Zach were just taking a break. So she dated a guy named Patrick after that, and then I think and then I think I think think she told me that she went back with Zach, and then I think she told me that her and Patrick was taking a break after. So yeah, it was like crazy, you know. But yeah, she was dating like two guys, and then okay, so after I got a divorce with my ex-wife, I started dating someone else. Okay, I started dating someone else from Delta College. I think her name was Charlene. But yeah, I dated her. I but she had a boyfriend. You know, at that time she had a boyfriend. Um, yeah, she had a boyfriend at that time. But she was also dating me too. But I think she got pregnant with her boyfriend. But yeah, she but she's also was dating me. But you know, and then I dated so many girls, you know, in the past. But you know, they all didn't work out. So my wife, you know, my ex-wife didn't even treat me good. My friend Holly was there for me, always there for me, you know. She was always there for me. And I was there for her. You know, I was always there for her. Um yeah, I was always there. She was always there for me. Like when I was sick, um she said if you're sick, you know, stay home, you know, get better, you know. That's a kind of friend that we were, you know, we were just friends. Cause you know she was, you know, she had a boyfriend at that time, and then she introduced me to her sisters. You know, her sisters were cool, and then her sister asked her like, when were me and her were gonna date, but you know we were just friends, and I guess she broke up with her boyfriend, and then she texted me or she texted me, you know, there's this guy that I like, but I'm afraid to ask him. And I know she was talking about me. Yes, I know she was talking about me. Um, I guess she told me that she wanted to date me. So we became boyfriend and girlfriend. She introduced me to her sisters, you know, introduced me to her family. You know, at that time, her family started liking me, you know. But I was always shy, you know, not talking. But then, you know, I got the hang of it, you know. So yeah, we were boyfriend and girlfriend for a long time, and I think during the summertime, I proposed to her. I proposed to her. Um, we took pictures. I'm gonna show you. Okay. So oh here, I'm gonna show you the picture of. Okay. Okay. So like I said, we were just friends for a long time, And yeah, we were just friends. And then like I said, I proposed to her. I got her a ring. I proposed to her. Um, we were engaged to get married, and then we set up the wedding date. So me and my, me and this, me and my, well, we were still boyfriend and girlfriend, but my fiance, we got married up in Reno. So this is her, as you can see. This is her. Okay, this is her. As you can see, this is her. Okay, that's her. Yes, we got married up in Reno. You know, we got married up in Reno. We got married up in Reno, but we got married um, July 11th. We got married in, yep, we got married in 2011. Yep, we got married. We got married, and then, for this day forward, we are still married. Going strong. You know, and and I love my wife to death. I love her to death. She is the most beautiful wife in this world, that I could never had. If it wasn't for my mom to introduce me to her, you know, we wouldn't be friends. We wouldn't get together. But yeah, we got together, and we became friends. But don't forget to like and subscribe to the Real King of Spades Vlogs podcast. So this is season 1, episode 1. Many more to come. And if you want me to invite my wife to this podcast, I will. But yeah, so that's how my mom introduced me. But yeah, from this day forward, me and my wife still married. We don't have any kids yet, but planning on having some. But yeah. And okay, so I usually play GTA a lot, okay? I played GTA the first time when it came out. So, GTA 5 is awesome. But if you think GTA 6 is going to be way awesome, you got to wait until, I think, 2026. It's a long time for now. But I play GTA a lot. So yeah. I play GTA a lot, It's awesome to play GTA, but sometimes it gets tiring. Because, I'm not going to go to any details. Okay? I'm not going to go to any details, but, people online blows you up. They blow your car up. You get angry with that, So, sometimes I take a break from playing GTA, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I still play GTA. But, other than that, GTA is pretty cool. If you're a GTA fan, comment down below. But yeah. If you could hear the there's an airplane flying up in the air, so Don't mind that. Um, so yeah. So yeah. You know, my wife, she cooks for me every time. I love her cooking and all that. Maybe on the next podcast, I'll have my wife with me. But right now, my wife, she is watching her niece, nephews, you know. So, she doesn't have time. And, okay, so the pranks that you see on my main video. So, my main video, my main channel, it's the Real King of Spades vlogs. So, the pranks that I do with my wife is just acting, okay? Okay? It's just acting, but some gets way out of hand, you know. Some gets way out of hand and all that. But other than that, it's pretty cool. You know, like I said, I am a YouTuber. I love doing pranks on my wife. So, I was supposed to do a video last Wednesday, but I didn't though. But, for sure, I will do. There's an all new video coming this Wednesday. So, watch out for that. And then, a new podcast, maybe on Friday. Okay? But, like I said, my wife, she cooks for me. But, Valentine is coming up. It is. So, I got my wife something, for Valentine's Day. But I am going to get her some more for Valentine's Day. But I'm not going to tell her what I'm going to get her. But yeah. Like I said, I love my wife to death. She's an amazing wife. She cooks for me. She does all that. She cooks. She cooks a very good meal. I'm telling you. My wife cooks a very good meal. She cooks like anything, but she cooks a very good meal. And, I love my wife to death, She's an amazing wife. But yeah, she cooks dinner for us. Like I said, she cooks dinner for us. And yeah, but she cooks the best dinner ever. Now, I can't say she cooks way better. I could say that it's way better than any restaurant. But my wife cooks the best. I give her a 10 out of 10 on cooking the best meals on the whole wide world. Like, when she cooks spaghetti, it is way better than any restaurants put together. Like, if you taste any restaurants like spaghetti and all that, some are not that good. Some are good, But my wife, she cooks the best dinner on the whole wide world. Like hamburgers, she cooks the best hamburgers. Soup, oh my God. The soup that she makes, it is good. And other than that, when she makes like pasta or steak, it is awesome. But yeah, that is gonna do it for this podcast. But don't forget to like and subscribe to the Real King of Spades Vlogs podcast. But until then, I will see you on the next podcast. Like this video up, subscribe, and see you on the next podcast. Peace.